Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll be solving two types of questions related to indices, which can be solved in pretty similar way. Okay, so our first question is 5 to the power x plus 1 divided by 5 to the power x equals to 1 by 5. Okay, so we have to use a little trick to solve this question. And that trick is we have to suppose this 5 to the power x as something. Okay, so let's suppose 5 to the power x as anything. It could be a, b, c, d, anything. But for now, I'm going to assume that as a. Okay, so after that, it's pretty simple. Now what we can do is we can write that 5 to the power x as a, right? Plus we have 1 divided by another a equals to, now we can change this mixed fraction into normal fraction, right? To do that, we need to multiply this 5 and 5, and then we need to add this 1. So we get 5 times 5 is 25, 25 plus 1 is 26 over here, divided by, the denominator is still going to be 5, right? Now let's just solve this. So we have a plus 1 by a, so this a gets multiplied there, right? So we get a square plus 1 divided by a, okay? So here again, I'm using a simple trick. If you have something like a plus b divided by c, what you can do is you can multiply this c over here and you get ac plus b divided by the common denominator is going to be c. And that's what we did over here as well. Equals to, we have our 26 divided by 5. Now we're just going to cross multiply things, okay? So this 5 is going there and this a is going to go there. So we have 5 a square plus 1 equals to 26 times a is 26a. Now let's just multiply with this 5. So we get 5a square plus 5 ones are 5 equals to 26a. Now we move this 26 over there, and then we have 5a square plus 26a is going to be minus 26a plus 5 is equal to 0. And then we are just going to solve this by factorization method. Okay, so we have 5a square minus 25 plus 1 is 26, right? Plus 5 equals to 0. So here we have 25 plus 1 is 26. And 25 times 1 is 25, which should be equal to the product of our first and last constant term, right? So 5 times 5 is also 25. 25 times 1 is also 25. And now let's just open the bracket. So we have 5a square minus 25a minus 1a. So I can just write that as a. This is minus because minus and plus becomes minus, okay? Plus we have our 5 here equals to 0. Now let's take common. So we can take 5a as common over here and we get a minus 5 remaining over here. Minus, there's nothing common, so we can take 1 as common. And again, we get a minus 5, okay? Again, here we have minus, minus becomes plus, okay? Equals to 0. Now we can write a minus 5 and 5a minus 1 equals to 0. Now let's do the either or thing, right? So we have either a minus 5 equals to 0, which implies that a is equal to plus 5, right? Or we have 5a minus 1 equals to 0, which implies 5a equals to plus 1, or you could say a equals to 1 divided by 5. Now what we have done here is we have found the value of a, but in our question we have x, right? So we need to find the value of x and not a. And we know that a is actually 5 to the power x. So we are going to replace our a with 5 to the power x. So we have 5 to the power x equals to 5. And when there is nothing, there is 1 in the power, right? So therefore, we get x equals to 1. For here, we have again a equals to 1 by 5. We can write a as 5 to the power x equals to, the power of 5 here is also 1. When we move that 5 to the power 1 to the numerator, it becomes 5 to the power minus 1, right? And again, we have same base as 5. So we have x equals to minus 1. And hence, we have two values of x. One is 1, another is minus 1. So we can write that as x equals to plus minus 1. and done. We have solved our question. Now another question which is pretty similar to our first one is here, okay? So we have 4 times 3 to the power x plus 1 minus 9 to the power x equals to 27. So here what we're going to do is first we have 4 times 3 to the power x dot 3 to the power 1, okay? So I'm just breaking that 3 to the power x plus 1 minus we have 9 to the power x. So we can write that 9 as 3 square, right? And then we have our x over here equals to 27. Now we can multiply this 4 and 3 and we get 12, right? So 12 dot 3 to the power x minus, we're just going to interchange this 2 and x, okay? So it's actually 2x. So what we can do over here is we can write that x inside the bracket and we are going to move that 2 outside the bracket, okay? So that it's still 2x, okay? X times 2 or 2 times x is still 2x. So we have our 27 over here. Now again what we're going to do is we're going to assume this 3 to the power x as a, okay? So let 3x be a. Then we have 12, our 3x is a, right? Minus, again our 3x is a, so we can write this as a square equals to 27. Now we are going to move this a square and 12a to the right side so that the a square is positive, okay? So we have our 0 equals to minus a square becomes plus a square, plus 12a becomes minus 12a, and then we have our plus 27 over here, right? Now I'm just going to flip this, so we have our a square minus 12a plus 27 equals to 0. Now let's just factorize this, so we have a square minus, now we need 2 numbers over here, right? Which when added should give us 12 and which when multiplied will give us 27, okay? And we know that 3 plus 9 is 12 and 3 times 9 is 27. So now we can easily factorize this, so we get a square minus 3a minus 9a plus 27 equals to 0. Now let's take common, so we have a common, a minus 3 minus 9 common, and again a minus 3 equals to 0. And we get a minus 3, a minus 9 equals to 0. Now again doing the either or thing, right? So we have either a minus 3 equals to 0, which implies that a is equal to 3, right? Or we have a minus 9 equals to 0, which implies that a is equal to plus 9. And remember that we have our a as 3x over here. So replacing the a with 3x, we get 3x equals to 3 to the power 1, and therefore x equals to 1. Or we have again like a is our 3 to the power x, right? Equals to 9 is 3 square, therefore x is equal to 2. So in this way, we get our 2 values of x. One of them is 1, and the next one is 2. And done. We have solved this question as well. So in this way, we can solve these type of questions by using this simple trick. So if you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel for future maths videos. Thank you.